J Obama says Zero's defending Dr. Dis, but not Nick. They're all pieces of shit. Yeah, I know. Yeah, it's fascinating. It's fascinating behavior from these people, all exposed. Yeah, there's going to be a lot of coping and seething. A lot of coping and seething. Yellowflash, in particular, and TheQuartering, who both have been coming after me over the Nick Rekieta thing. Like over and over again, coming after me, trying to use, Nick Rekieta, who, by the way, I'm kind of like dumbfounded by the Nick Rekieta thing because I was under the impression that he was all of our friend. You know what I mean? Like, I was under the impression that, and I barely knew him at all. Like, I didn't have him on my show all the time. That's Yellowflash. Yellowflash always had Nick Rekieta on. I could barely get Nick Rekieta on the show if I wanted to. He would rarely invite me to come on his show. He was very nice to me. I liked Nick a lot, and I just considered him to be a nice fellow. I didn't realize how quickly people would turn on somebody like that. I mean, just completely turn on them. And it's like, I understand, this and that. I understand he's got to be punished if he did something wrong, et cetera, et cetera. But yeah, like, he's still supposed to be your friend, right? Absolutely not. These people just kind of stick their finger in the air and, wait to figure out which way the wind is blowing. I guess to TheQuartering and Yellowflash, a 16-year-old is too young to make a sandwich and do their own laundry, but old enough to suck a famous Twitch streamer's dick. Great job, guys. You see how quickly that spins around? I was sitting there saying, yeah, I just think Nick Rekieta's kids, like, if they're outwardly, sending signals to the neighbors that they're not being cared for, they're not being fed, their laundry is done, they shouldn't do that. Don't, go hungry. Go ahead and feed yourself, kids. And I got pilloried. Meanwhile, these guys are sweeping up. Thank you for the word sweeping up. Sweeping up for a dude who's, hitting up underage girls behind the scenes and then saying, I had no intention to meet them at a fucking TwitchCon where I'm in a position to be a celebrity. And these guys are sitting there, making excuses, talking some shit. Making excuses for him. Why is that? Why is that happening? You guys know why it's happening. It's all about clout. These guys only care about clout. That's all they care about. Who has power? And as long as there's a way to sort of maintain and manipulate that power, they're around. Look at Dame Pesos here. After falsely accusing God only knows how many people of grooming, TheQuartering trends on Twitter for posting what? That's his response to DrDisrespect saying he DM'd a minor. TheQuartering. Firm handshake. Look at this. The Twitch ban. Hello, I'd like to make a quick statement. Let's cut the fucking bullshit. I mean, I have this. I can pull this up and read it. But he's basically confirming, all of the allegations against him. And at first he typed out, yes, in fact, I did share private, inappropriate DMs with a individual minor, but, blah, blah, blah. And then he went back and he edited. He pulled out minor, individual. And then people called him out because you can't do that. Everybody's looking at it. People called him out for editing the fucking post and taking minor out. And they called him out for that and said that was sus. So then he just went back and he put minor back in there. And by the way, that was too much for Yellowflash. Yellowflash saw that and said maybe this isn't going the way I hoped that it would. Maybe there's no clout for me to leech from this gigantic, YouTuber, Twitch streamer, whatever. And that's all these guys do. It's all about power. It's all about internet power. I mean, you don't think that TheQuartering would stand by this guy? I mean, what did this guy do? I mean, this is the whole thing. Nick Rekieta and his shenanigans, those were consenting adults. You've got this guy who's sitting there trying to get consent out of apparently underage. I don't know how old. How old? Let me know. But according to him, he's having private, inappropriate DM conversations and trying to meet her. They've been categorized. They've been called sexting by somebody who was in a position to know. So sexting. Underage women. I don't even want to call them women. I don't want to, I'm afraid to call them children because I get the heebie-jeebies. But to me, they are children. Sexting them and wanting to meet up with them at TwitchCon. And what does TheQuartering say? What is this? He says, look at this. He says, firm handshake. The quartering, look, trending in the United States. The quartering offers a firm handshake to a guy coming out and just saying, look, man, yeah, I did, probably did. Probably what they accused me of. Yeah, but I had no intention of anything happening. Yeah, people are saying 17-year-old. 17-year-old has been said a lot, but I don't think we know yet. And to me, it sounds like cope. Because I have not heard anyone say 17. As if that would make it better. It doesn't make it better. Still, 17 is beneath the age of consent. And it is, 17-year-olds are kids. They're kids. Sorry. These guys are adult men who have this fucking Build-A-Burger style gay Twitch society in which they're willing to kind of look the other way for certain individuals who want to commit Epstein style acts. That's what it looks like. That's what this looks like. How am I supposed to read this, Jeremy, and then see your firm handshakes and look at it any other way? What, you're just proud of him for confessing what he did and you're going to handshake him and forgive him? Meanwhile, you've got to destroy Nick Rekieta. You got to come after me like a fucking wild dog because I said his kids should be able to cook for themselves if they're hungry. You got to come after me like that? So it's a problem for me to say that like a child, a teenager should be able to cook their own sandwich, but it's not a problem for you to be like, yeah, but they could suck a fucking adult's dick, though. At TwitchCon, that's not a problem? God damn, man. I'm trying to understand. I'm trying to get the vibe here. I'm trying to understand where your lines are, where the limit is for all of this. I don't get it. I mean, I'm just saying what Nick Rekieta did was pretty bad, right? But he's an adult. He's going to pay the price. I would say if what's true about what's being alleged here, DrDisrespect, I'd say that's worse than what Nick did. I really feel like pedophilia is like really close to being as bad as murder. It might be worse than murder because the ripple effects of pedophilia, they go on. Like, you can't really even, it's like a fucking concentric circles of pain, Murder is too. I don't know. They're about the same to me. But holy shit, dude. So you're going to give this guy a firm handshake, but you're going to go hard after Nick Rekieta. Why is that? Why? And then you got this video that people are sharing about TheQuartering. This is TheQuartering a few years ago when he did, what did he do? He did like IT. What was this? What was his job here? Watch this. He's giving pedophiles advice on how to hide child pornography as they get their computers looked at.
More of a public service announcement than anything else.
Public service announcement.
At the office this week, we had a situation where one of the techs came across some pictures on a customer's computer that were of the child pornography variety. I don't really know if there's any exact way to put that. But the customer was reported and subsequently arrested, I believe, is last that I heard. And is even more serious. However, I've never known a tech in my life that ever took anything other than like videos or music off computers. But the point of this video is just to remind people that, as techs, we read your emails, so to speak. I'm not saying it's right. I'm just saying it happens. So if you have things that you don't want computer techs to see, you should delete them or rename them that you don't want techs to look at. Maybe change the folder name when you take it in if you can, or,
What happened to the fucking, you get a bullet, you get up against the wall, you jump into a stump grinder? What happened to all of that stuff? Why are you advising these people, these fucking pieces of shit, on how to stay out of jail, how to avoid getting caught? These guys just expose them. I mean, not expose themselves like PPP did, but they let you know who they are pretty quickly. You should believe them. You should absolutely believe them when they show you who they are. That's important. Thorodinson says the line disappears when they smell cash or clout. 100% correct. I mean, it's really unbelievable. The blatant hypocrisy It's disgusting. It really is disgusting. It's worse. Even after DrDisrespect admitted the pedophilia, Quartering gives him a firm handshake. Firm handshakes. Why is this guy? So here's the Quartering here. He says this. I wanted to wait for more evidence to come out. Nothing wrong with that. Anybody remember Trevor Bauer? Yeah, an adult woman accused him of rape, and it wasn't true. It wasn't a child, and he wasn't caught by the actual streaming service that actually, uncovered the messages, okay? He says, the matter of fact is Doc texted a minor. No, Doc's, listen to how he fucking, the term sweeping means kind of sweeping things under the carpet. This is the new kind of internet term that identifies you as somebody who watches Kino Casino. So it's basically saying you're just sweeping it under the carpet. That's what this is. The fact of the matter is Doc texted a minor. He admitted it in a statement. He did not say in the statement that he didn't know their age or that he stopped when he found out. I'll take my L happily. The next time something happens, I'll still give people the benefit of a doubt and wait for the facts. People deserve that. Innocent before proven guilty.
You are coping and seething.
I can't believe it, man. I'm shocked by this. Why is this guy covering for and downplaying what this disrespect guy did? He was sexting a minor and planning to meet with them at TwitchCon. Quartering says texted instead of sexted, and something instead of grooming a child for a sexual encounter at TwitchCon. And he'll wait for more evidence here, but spread blatant, unchecked lies about me to help his powerful YouTuber pals. It's just weird that Jeremy is often providing covering fire for creeps and perverts. A pattern is beginning to emerge, my friends, about Jeremy. A pattern is emerging. I take it very seriously.